How you guys doing out there in YouTube world? This is Joseph coming at you again with another small video. I just want to show you guys a few of the things that I have, and why I choose to use what I use. When it comes to a fade, me personally, I prefer the Andes Masters. I've been laid up for a little while. I hurt my ankle, so I've been doing a lot of customization to my clippers. I like them. I like the way they turned out, and as you can see, like I say, I believe in the Andes Masters. To me, they're a better cut than Walls. And the reason is mainly for durability. I'm pretty rough on clippers, and with these having the metal casing, to me they hold up better over time. Here we got our Nano Guards, top of the line right here. I got my eyes set on the another set. It's a metal set. I'm thinking about getting them. They're still a little bit pricey. I don't know if I want to spend that yet. But the Nanos are great. As you can see, they all have these magnets on them, so they're not coming off your blades. Not a problem at all. Now when it comes to your linings, I've got a few here. And always have a backup. Remember always to have a backup. When it comes to my Andes Masters, these are the three I'm showing you, but I think I have another, I want to say 8 or 9 pair. I guess I got to start getting rid of a few of them. But I believe in having backups. If one just shorts out or breaks or you drop it, whatever the case may be, you always need to just go in your bag and grab another one. And that also leads me to another thing. Learn how to work on your own stuff. Not only do you save time, but you save money. It's just so much easier, so much faster. There's nothing really hard about any of this stuff. It's real simple if you open it up. This is the age of information, people. Look it up online. Do whatever it is you need to do. But fixing this stuff is so simple and much cheaper. Here for aligning, again, I like Andes T-outliners. I'm a T-outliner fan. Here's another reason why you need backups. If you use these, everybody who uses them know that after a while they get hot. In your hand, on the client, and that's no good. So you need to go ahead, get an extra pair at least. You need to have at least 2 pair. So that when these get warm, if you're doing other things, because I know some people out there, they like to use these for line-ins, for shape-ups, to bald the head, hit the beard. Me, myself, I don't use them for that. I only use mine for lining. That's it. Because that's their purpose. That's what they're made for. Now, if you want to hit a bald, you want to give somebody a bald fade or a bald head, that's what I use my my detachable blades for. Now, I might use these to clean up with, but that's about it. That's part of the reason why I modified these and cut the holes in them. It's a little bit more airflow in them. And they don't get hot quite as fast. And again, like I say, I have quite a few T-outliners. These are just the ones that I'm showing you guys. The Styliner, it's a good clipper, but to me, it's not the same quality as the T-outliner. The Styliner, even when it's zero gap, it doesn't get quite as sharp. It doesn't hit quite as hard for me. So I use these for my younger clients, the younger children, my more fair-skinned clients as well. The lining is just as sharp on them, and you don't have to worry about cutting them or slicing them or nicking them. It's not a problem. When it comes to designs, I use my T-outliners, and I also use the wall tattoos. If I just need something quick, done, knocked out, I'm going ahead with the wall tattoos. The outliners, the T-outliners, they're a little bit, that's what I learned to do it on, and they're about the same quality. But again, just to have more in your arsenal. And the tattoo, because the blade is so small, I can just grab it and go. Pick it up, do what I need to do, put it back down. T-outline, I got to work with it a little bit. Still not an issue, not a problem, but hey, it is what it is. And here is my detachable blades. Here we have the Oster Turbo. I'm sorry, the Oster Outlaw. This is the Outlaw, and this is the Oster A5 Turbo. Now I know some people out there are gonna say this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's doing, because the Oster A5 Turbo is an animal clipper made for animals, dogs, and stuff like that. But I'll get back to the reason I have that in my arsenal in 1 second. Here, your Outlaw. I don't really particularly like the Outlaw. It cuts all right. It doesn't have the same power as the 76 or the Turbo. And another reason I don't like it is because if you use it for any length of time, this blade gets hot. It doesn't get warm, it gets hot. And you wouldn't be able to use it on your client. So what I do for this is I usually just shape up heads with it, or this is the clipper that I use to bald, shape up, knock bulk off, and hit the beards, anything like that. So whereas a lot of people use their T-edgers, I come back and I use the 5/0 blade. Use a 5/0 blade, clean it up, get those loose hairs, whatever you need to do. And that's what I use that for. This is what I use my that particular one for. Now the Oster Turbo here, the reason that I have this instead of the 76s, it's not really a problem. There is no problem with it. But because these are made for animals, then there has a lot more power in it than the 76. To me, the 76s are the workhorses of the industry. And when it comes to cutting human hair, you can't beat it. But the Turbo was made for animal hair. So it slices through, it cuts through with no problem. It also has 2-speed. I'm waiting on the switch for this one, so I got to put a switch on, but it's got a high and a low, which to me, it's really pointless. And most people that I've talked to on multiple speed clippers, all anybody uses is one setting. You find the speed you like, and which is usually the high setting. Because when it comes to your clients, you need to get in and out. That's what we're talking about here, people. To get your money, you're looking at speed and you're looking at quality. Now these, like I say, on a low setting, these have a little bit more power than the 76s. Not a whole lot more, but a little bit more. But again, I don't use the low speed setting. I put mine on the high speed, and it eats through anything. I don't have to stop. I don't have to slow down. Man, it's just like putting masters through a low cut. I've had somebody come in with dreads sit in my chair. They wanted their dreads cut off, long dreads. I put these in his head, cut off in no time. And they take the same exact blades as your 76s. Pretty much all detachable blades. Just like your Outlaw here. I mean, they're all the same. So that's why I use it. So yes, I know those are animal clippers. And yes, I do still use them. Here, when it comes to when you're shaving, this is for your shaving, you got your 5-star shaver, which actually isn't bad. It's pretty good. In most barbershops, that's what I see. But I've gotten out. I've seen a lot of things, and I just buy clippers to see what they'll do. Now, of course, I get a lot of my stuff secondhand, but it's good just to see what else is out there. So your 5-star shaver is pretty good, not bad at all. It's marketed for your African American clients because they bump up. It says that they don't bump, but you're still gonna bump up a little bit. You're gonna get those hair bumps, ingrown hairs, whatever you guys call them. So it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. You can use it, no problem. Now here, this one I got secondhand from a guy. I got a bunch of different clippers from him. So I tried this one out. It was an Old Spice shaver. And I love this thing. It gets closer than your 5-star shaver. And you don't bump up either. You bump up about the same amount no matter which one you use. Which again is negligible. You might get a couple ingrown hairs. Again, that depends on your clientele. So this the Old Spice gets a little bit closer than your 5-star shaver. Now here, this one, the Norelco with the triple head, this one is a beast. And the reason that it gets just about as close as the Old Spice one, but the difference between those two are, these two, you got to clean your face up first. So you got to hit it with your clippers, or you got to hit it with your outline. You got to hit it with something, because your hairs have to be pretty low for these two to work. This one, it eats through half-inch hair, maybe even an inch. I haven't cut anybody with an inch hair yet, but I know I've cut a half-inch, maybe 3/4. And this gets pretty long hair, and it gets it close to your face, just as close as your Old Spice. So it just depends on what I'm doing and where I'm going, but for the most part, it's going to be one of these two. And here we have our scissors. Now, when it comes to your scissors, a lot of people don't know how to set scissors. They just get them and go. I use the ones with the shorter blades like these. See, the blade on is pretty short. This is what I use for actually cutting hair. I have more fair hair clients. I have Caucasians, I have Indians, I have Chinese, people with straighter hair, fairer hair. This is what I use to cut it with. Now for my more African American clients, coarser hair, this is what I use to get all those loose hairs with. The longer ones. With the blades with the longer ones. Now, as you can see, these are a little bit more expensive pair. Usually the ones with these knobs on them, they're a little bit more expensive. That's how you adjust the tension on your scissors. Just like you have tension on your blades, you got tension on your scissors. This is going to be kind of hard with one finger, with one hand. The way to set the tension on these is you hold it up and let it drop. It's kind of hard to get it. There we go. And then you just let it drop. Oh well, you guys pretty much get the point. Raise it up, let it drop. And if it gets close, somewhere in there, the handles get close together, that's a good tension set. If it just slams into the other one, it's too loose. And if it's up here, if it doesn't go down, or it stays up, or it comes that far apart, you want to go ahead, that's too tight, you want to loosen it up. So with these, all I would do is turn it counterclockwise and clockwise. And that's how you set your scissors. Now the other ones, they don't have that knob. They will use, you just get a flathead screwdriver or something that's got a screw in there that you use. Of course, my razor. Razor's a razor, it really don't matter. This is my wood handle one. Again, I got a few of these. I'm trying that one out. The wood handle's a little bit thicker than I'm used to, but I like it. And Topic. This is a hair fiber, hair enhancement. My clients love the product. Some barbers out there don't like it, but it's extra money. I charge an extra $5 to $10 depending on what all they want. But just for extra lining, you're looking at an extra $5 to $10. So, hey, add it to your repertoire, man. And here's just a clipper rack I made. Just some different things that I got from Home Depot. Because that's two racks that I put together in one. So this can hold up to 8 clippers. It's very durable, very steady. I keep it by my chair, and it takes everything. You see, I got 2 sets of masters in there. Here you go. Bam. Holds the turbos, 76s. It's gonna hold your edgers. It holds pretty much any type of clipper that you have or that you want. Bam. Picking it up, shaking it. They're all still in there. You don't have a problem at all. This way it kind of clears up your desktop a little bit. Gives you a little bit more room in case you want to add a few more products. And like I said, I like having extras. So these are just a bunch of blades that I have for my masters. And that's it. That's pretty much all that I have. You know, the stuff that I use on the daily. The clippers I use and everything. So if you guys got any questions, anything, just let me know. Leave them in the comments. And I'll try to get back with you. Again. And if you guys have a problem with your clippers, if you don't know what's going on, hit me up. I'll try to make a video for it if I can. If not, I'll just get back with you. All right, you guys go ahead. Be easy. Have a good day.